Hello, and welcome back to a new game. And today we are celebrating a birthday, an important birthday, the masterpiece from that guy there, Chris Sawyer, RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. And it's 20 years old today. That's right, 20. Can you believe it? It makes me feel old. Like, playing this game was my childhood growing up. Like, it's phenomenal. And I'm going to pause for a moment because one of the best things about this game is this. Just listen. Absolutely phenomenal music here. So iconic. So iconic. Bloody well love it. So, yep, 20 years old. I mean, I missed his 18th birthday. He can legally drink, can legally drive in the UK. They can nearly drink in some states in America. It's mad. How did he get that old so quickly? But anyway, as I say, time for a celebration. And what I'm going to do is have a quick playthrough of one of the maps. I've come back and refilmed this intro, unfortunately, because it was a bit too short and I lost a bit of the first. So I'm going to be playing Electric Fields there. Just forget the tick is there. Let's pretend it's not there. And let's go. Okay, so here we are, Electric Fields, in all its beauty. So we can click on here. We can see again what our target is. Just 700 guests at the end of year 2. With a park rating of at least 600. To begin a park, this should be fairly simple. As we can see from here, we cannot charge for entry to the park, so all our money needs to come from the ride. We have rowboats, we're charging a dollar for them. People think it's good value. Let's make that $1.50. Happy days. And look at that, we've already £4 up from our starting value. Now, I've not played this game in years, like literally years. Yes, I played it non-stop as a kid growing up. I had to get control of this zoom, but I have not played it in a long time. But one thing I do remember is these footpaths to go way out here. Get rid of them. People get lost out here. Like if we build a ride down here and everyone's out over here, they get lost. I want to condense everyone down into where all my rides are going to be. So these sections here, I will just get rid of. Now that I've got rid of this one over here, I'll just go onto here, and I can just delete back. Look at that. All the way back. And then same up over this way. Now the other thing I remember how to do. So the other thing that I remember I had to do was get rid of large block areas like this, because this just causes people to get lost when it's all like this. So I'll just empty out a few squares from in here. There we go. So that's sorted out our paths. So hopefully we shouldn't have guests getting lost. Now it's time to start the fun stuff. To start building. So we've got everyone coming in over here. So what I want to do, so let's see what roller coasters we have. Got some wooden rides. Got loads coming on over here. So let's start building one of these.
Okay, we've got a very quick, basic wooden roller coaster dropped in there. Let's just see how this goes. I'll just lower the number of trains to hopefully try and keep it running smoother. But I do know that should now finish. I'm going to get rid of this footpath. More than I was expecting it to be, but not too bad. Okay, let's get this ride open. We'll probably charge a bit more for it. So I'm going to go a bit mad. I'm going to charge $7. 7 whole dollary dues for a ride on this one. I'm going to get a wooden entrance, that wooden one. The log, isn't it? Yeah, the log is what I'm going to go for. I'm going to do a quick bit of scenery. So let's see what people think of this ride now. Looks too intense. Is great, is great, is great, is great, is great. That sounds good. I like the sound of that. So I think the next one that needs to come in, something a little less intense. Oh, what a great sound that is. Do. Okay, so we're all going well so far. Suppose now it's raining, we better put a brolly stand in.
Or an information kiosk, as it is otherwise more properly known as. Just change the umbrellas to purple. I'll get that right one day. I say purple umbrellas, not purple to umbrellas. Charge a bit more for everything, so make it that standard rip-off for a park, and then put footpath all around it. so that we can make the most of all 4 entrances to our information kiosk. I'll reconnect in over here, give people the chances to walk around, and the same over here so that part over there is not the same sticky, outy, twisty, snaky place to get people lost in. And while we're doing shops and stores, let's pop the rest in. We'll put a bog in over here. Charge a bit more, 20 pence to do your business in there. Make us some money. A bit of a cheapskate, a bit of rip-off this park, but we will go for it because we want the money. And a burger bar, charge more for that, £2 a burger, make $1.50. We'll do similar with the coffees, charge a bit more for that. Happy days. And then I'm going to start putting in some past scenery like the benches and bins and stuff. This will help improve our park rating. As let's not forget, we need a park rating or something. 700. Yes, 700. That's what we need for a park rating. And now we need staff. So, having got some advertising for our park going, got to get those guests in, got to think of that target. It's time for some more rides. So I've gone for something in between our wooden ride and our Ferris wheel, a lovely pirate swinging ship. With a couple of trees popped around it, makes it look beautiful. And now it's probably time for another roller coaster. I mean, that is why we're here. That is the whole point of RollerCoaster Tycoon. It's literally in the name what we want. So I think not that same mini steel. It's a junior steel ride. I think it is. We'll chuck one of these in, and I'll get this built quickly. I won't spend too long narrating our way through. You can sort of see what's going on. It's going over here. It's going over there. It's going up. It's going down. It's going twiddly widdly, diddly diddly, and back a bit. You've got to remember how these work effectively. But anyway, yeah. I'll leave you to enjoy the twiddly twiddliness of it. Okay, so I think we're coming close to this area now that we've done some shops and stores, some scenery, theming, and it's all looking good. Seems fairly popular, everyone queuing up for that ride now. So let's have a quick look around. I've turned the volume down because I have realised you can't hear a word that I am saying. So hopefully now if I talk over this and bring the volume up a little bit, it might sort of work. So yeah, have a look at how our money is going up at the moment. So Apple Bobbing is that new one we just built there, the little junior steel ride. And Bucking Bronco is the name of the wooden roller coaster right in front of her. I did rename them, I'm not sure I showed it in the video. But anyway, they're making a pretty penny each. Basically 16 grand Bucking Bronco, Apple Bobbing. Oh, it's 11,400 now. Happy days, just going up. Yeah, they're all making money now, even the Ferris wheel's making us 22. Shops and stores, yeah, we've got all the new ones at the bottom, giant, but Burger Bar, selling a few burgers, making some money there. Can't complain, can't complain. Yeah, better turn that one on, that will help. And there we go, lots of money from information kiosks. The other thing is, if you look down here, we need 700 by the end of year 2, we're already at 570 plus, and it's only August year 1. We are doing well. So, yeah, let's keep pushing on, let's see what we can get going. Yeah, just checking out what park value is, 124,000, making only £36 a week, or $36. Oh, I keep getting that wrong. We're in dollars and I always talk in pounds. But yeah, we've got a nice little profit down there this month. We're making around three and a bit grand a week. Can't complain. And guests are still going up. This is all very productive. Very good. So I think it is now time to put another ride in. Got a couple of roller coasters in. Let's see what we have. Let's see what I can do. We've got a few intenser ones. Let's put something a little less intense. Oh, look room. That'll be nice. Let's pop one of these bad boys in. And let's get that built now. Okay, so quite often up till now when I've been building these rides, I know it's been going for a while, so you know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. This damn sound. Usually when I speed up, I will get rid of the audio, and I might do that going forward too. Because this sound is quite disturbing. It sounds like we've got some weird bats and some wind and some other stuff going on. It's, yeah, interesting. But there we go, we've got the ride finished now. That's nicely built. And off we go. So it's time to get the footpaths and stuff sorted. A bit of scenery, a bit of theming. Move this out of the way so that we can get a nice footpath coming in from the entrance there. It's always worth trying to get the entrance as close to the front of the queue path as possible. Or queue path, as close to the front of the station as possible. That way people have a short walk to their log and they can get going quickly. Yeah, it is quite disturbing. It does sound like some demented bats squeaking away at times. But anyway, there we go. Let's get some of this theming and stuff going on. As with everything else in this part, I'm just doing a very, very basic, simple, quick 5-minute sort of theming job. So just putting a few of these wooden fences and blocks around. Quite nice. It sort of feels a bit rural. Few fences, few bits of junk and stuff, which were like the broken wheels and junk things that they have as options in this section here. Put a few walls in, and we're going to just tree it up and fence it up, and it'll be good. There we go. A few poplar trees, and I promise you, when this is finished and the next playthrough that we get, I will take the sound off, and we won't have these screeching bats to deal with. But as I have turned it down, and you can hopefully hear me, and the screeching is hopefully not too obnoxious and too traumatizing. But yep, It's all looking good. Nearly done that one. Happy days. I quite like it. I'm quite pleased with that one. I'm quite proud of how this park is coming together all together. Man, that was a confusing thing to say sometimes. Considering I've not played this in such a long time, I think it's coming together nicely. I seem to remember the tricks that seem to work. Okay. I think that's done, so we'll get a quick bit of advertising done, and we'll move on to the next part.
Got here a lovely that log being ready. So we've got a good mix of rides in one here. We've got our intense one, we have our less intense one.
Okay, coming together nicely. How's Splashdown doing? Yep, 6.34. Good old rating. Not as much for merry-go-round, but we all know that those are always incredibly low and fairly boring. Anyway, 695 guests at the end of October year 1. So we're about halfway, and we are basically got all our guests. So here we go. Which one is it? Who's going to be the 700? That guy in front? Susie T. Welcome, Susie T. Number 700. Happy, glad to have you. Happy you're here. Okay. As we're now halfway through, let's crank up our funding. Let's see if we can get lots of other stuff into here. And let's see what our guests are thinking. What are the main thoughts? Running out of cash. Haven't got cash machine, can't much out. I feel sick. Park is really clean and tidy. Whoop whoop. Bucking Bonker was great. I'm hungry. Apple bobbing was great. I need to go to the bathroom. So let's change round a bit. I'm running out of cash to the top. Clean and tidy. But it does seem like people need food and bathrooms and stuff. Splashdown was great. That's good to know that you like the new ride. Yes. People seem to be fairly happy with all of that. Like, generally they were positive comments, which I liked. So let's see if we can fix some of these less positive ones, get some of these bathrooms and stuff in. We can pop him in over there. Yeah, we're still charging for them. We're still cheapskates like that. We're still making the money out of it. Yeah, you're still trying to work out where to space the rest of these things into. So, we might just drop a few extra rides in quickly. Quick bit of dodgems. I mean, yet again, like the merry-go-round, these do make great music. They've got that sort of sort of disco tech sort of soundtrack vibe that they have going on. What I'll do here... Oh, will that work? It's tricky to try and get these to go in how I want them to. There we go. Delete those two, and then we can put them back in. Happy days. Oh, a chicken nugget stall. Good bit of researching down there. To be honest, I can't quite remember what was going on at this point. I know we've got a few things coming in, a few more rides, and a few bits and pieces dropped in all over the place. But we do need a few more of these gentle rides, and we've been fairly focusing on the bigger rides because they are more fun. That's what everyone wants to do. This time, instead of deleting like the last one, we'll try putting a fence in. See if that's any easier. There we go. What do you remember is 2 on there is not enough. We'll put a 5 on. Get people through quicker. We won't charge any more for those little rides. I can't be bothered to sort it out. But we'll put in a few more staff. A couple of security guards. That'll make people happy. Protect the benches. Oh, we might need some more handymen. There's a big row of vomit over there. There we go. Let's get them in there. Let's tidy up that footpath. You don't want to be walking through puddles of puke. That's not exactly great. Put those up to 10. I am aware that if I put them into the patrol areas, they would be more efficient. But that's a lot of effort which I can't be bothered with. So we'll pop in a bit of scenery and theming. Make this park look nice. Yep. Get some of these, we'll get some fences in. Make a nice little shelter there. And then we can move on to getting some wheels and some junks. And then some trees. We'll dot those trees all over the place. Left, right, centre, up, down. Because trees are life. And we want loads of them. But now, I think it's time to think about our next big thing. our next roller coaster. Let's get it in there. Well, we start off, I'll just pop in another information stand at the start, try and get more people in there. Yeah, probably want a few smaller rides here, there and everywhere too, because we are getting quite a few intense rides in now. Give people options. Yeah, a few more trees, life, and a few pretty flower beds. And then we're going to put the big roller coaster in. The benches around here too. Probably gives somewhere for people to recover when we start going a bit mad. So I think we're going to put a corkscrew roller coaster in. They're normally quite good fun. See if we can get the station length right again. And then off we go. So my plan for this one is to go fairly large with it, because we've done a few medium-sized rides, but we wanted to go a little bit bigger. There we go. Oh yes, that's looking good. You'll be pleased to know that, well, you can already tell I haven't got the screeching bats in the background of this one. I've got that all turned off. We've muted the sound because that was too much in the last one. Yep, we're going to better keep this advertising going. Don't forget we have our target to maintain. I mean, I know we are solidly way past our target, but it'd be nice just to smash it, keep the money rolling in, keep people happy, and just generally be good. And then just spiral off over that way and back again. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to just finish up this area, well, this ride, put in a footpaths and stuff. Should really probably slow it down so you can watch that go nicely, but you can watch it on 4 times speed. Whee! Whoa! Look at that, flying around there. That looks good fun. Happy days. Oh, look at that. Just over 7. Happy with that. So we will charge $7 for it. 7 whole dollars. Actually, I'm quite proud of myself. I've just said dollars multiple times, and I didn't say pounds or euros or another currency. Maybe some dong. I don't know why I would say dong. It's not like we even play in dong. But if I was in Vietnam, maybe I would do. Sorry, that's just some mad rambling, I know. I'm going to put a nice little... There you go. That looks quite cool. Give the bit of protection to the footpath in case anyone's sort of phones or coins are falling out of pockets as they go through those inversions over the footpath. Nice. Better fix that water tower. It looked a bit like we'd be struggling to stand up without it. And I'm quite happy with how this is all coming together. Let's finish this quick time lapse in silence, as I'll be quiet now to the end. One other thing. Trees! Now silence. Okay, so all coming together. Things are slowing down a bit now. We're back to normal pace. So let's just check, see how things are doing. Now we've got that ride going. So we've got Cricket, which is the new one, I believe I just popped in. Yep, that's already doing pretty well. Bucking Bronco still raking in just over 15. Bobbing Apple still around 11 to 12. Splashdown still doing well. And then Cricket. Hopefully that will pick up once it's had a few more people shifty through it. And Inverted Swinging Ship will once open it a little longer. So I suppose it's not had anyone on until now. So I hope that will go up. Balloon Store losing 6, but otherwise those are all good. Few restrooms making money. That's also always nice. I do like making money from people doing poos. It's not often very common. Let's see what people are thinking. Running out of cash. I feel sick. Park is really clean and tidy. That one's good. Oh, that's a change. Running out of cash, feeling sick. Circus 1 was great. Park is really clean. Path is disgusting. Both a bit opposite but close together. Need the bathroom. Want to go home. Yeah, we can ignore those people. Get out my park. And Swinging Ship's good value. But I'm not going to think about that. I can't be bothered. Same reason why I can't do it with a gentle ride. So it makes very little difference charging an extra sort of 20p. But we will drop in a few more toilets and stuff. See if we can sort out some of those issues. Nothing worse than being desperate for the loo and having nowhere to go. See if I can think of somewhere to pop one. Oh, wrong way. There we go, that's better. Yeah, but a few more staff and all those disgusting parts. Look at those there. All those puddles of vomit. Let's get those swept up. I mean, I'm sure sweeping the vomit like they do doesn't really clean it up, just really just sort of spreads it around and makes a bigger mess everywhere, but why am I questioning the logic of the game? It works there, that's all that I need to know. Oh, there's so many shops now, like decision paralysis on what do you put in. But we'll put another little quick parade of shops down in here. So we do a coffee shop, a hot dog stand. As always, we're going to just crank up the prices a little bit, because you can bet they'll pay like £2 for a hot dog, which will make us like $1.50 on each one. I say, oh, I'm back to saying £2, but it's $2, ain't it? What a muppet. One day I will get this right. It probably won't be today, but we'll try. We'll try. I'm going to quickly speed through and get the rest of this sorted out. So we've put that quick hedge maze in. It's looking good. But we just did a quick simple one because they're quite tricky and slow process to build, and let's be honest, building hedge mazes isn't that exciting and not what you came to see. But what we came to see is this RollerCoaster Tycoon. We're here for the roller coasters. This is why this game is my favourite, and we're going to start thinking about putting another one in. So we'll go for a mine ride. Let's pop one of these in over here. Oops, let's see if I can get it raised up. And going down this avenue of trees here. There we go, we've got our two trains. Or again, indecision, it looks like. Yeah, get that marketing going. We might have well over our 700 guests required, but is it 1100 really enough? No, we want more. More, I tell you. It's quite nice to get to close to 12 or 1300 for this. We're in July year 2, so we've got July, August, September, October. So we've got like 3 months to yeah, we've got like 3, 2.5, some months in that sort of ballpark to get us a few more guests in. So we'll quickly try and get this one in. These are quite good fun to do. They've got little motors in the car, so they seem to always speed around through little tracks. There we go. Nothing too complicated as with the rest of all. Oh, there we go. Let's try that again. I don't think that's going to work. I think that's too much. Yeah. There we go. A little bit of trial and error, and we've plinked it all in. Off it goes, racing around. Speedy, speedy, speedy. Speedy Gonzales. Right. Let's move that into a better place. Yep. Let's get that exit in a place where it'll actually work. Hopefully that will do. Yes, charge a bit more for that. Let's go for 650. So we had an excitement of around 6.5 for it. So let's get this now themed up, sceneried up. I do like these wooden panels that they have in this mining theme. It looks really nice with this type of ride. Quite smart, and everything sort of sits neatly on top. There we go. Okay, I think we're nearly done. It's looking nice the way it's sort of all running through that area. And that sort of is fairly quick and simple scenery. I think that works nicely. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. So that next thing is obviously going to be the haunted house. We already have it here. Let's see if we can find a suitable spot for it. But I kind of imagine it to be like the farmer's house. Has been in the big farm as it is the electric fields. I'm sure this is where the farmer lives. Probably a scary place for it. So, probably one of the last things we're going to get done in this map before we finish it, and that's building a launch freefall. I think if it comes out of this barn here, next to Bucking Bronco, it'll one, look quite cool, bursting out of there, and two, it'll add an awful lot to the excitement. blasting up through the roof and past the ride. And it'd be quite cool to be on that ride there, just coming over that crest by the brakes and just having the launch freefall blasting up past it. We'll give it a quick test, get rid of the min-weight, and just boost up that speed a little bit to get it going to the top. You don't want to go too high. The faster you launch it, the more intense things get and the less people that will use it. You're sort of balancing it, because taller ones are obviously cool, but you at least want it to be usable. I think that's about as fast as I want to go. Much more than that is going to go over the top. I'll just feed out this footpath through the barn, and that looks quite cool. And then somewhere in here is this corrugated iron effect walling. I just saw it out there, but I was being blind. No, it's up you fool, up, scroll up, no, scroll up. No, not in there, ignore that. Ooh, that's the 4, it's the 7, it's quite scary. We get people on there. We'll charge $4, I think, yeah, $4. $4 we do for a go in this. Now let's have another go. Look, it's right in front of me, it's right in front of me. There it is. You mop it, but you got there eventually. And then we will just sort of block in where we might have missed. Say blocking where we might have missed. Block in where the base bit, and we got rid of it. We have a nice big wide opening at the front, but I want to fence that in now. Boom, 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 and drop it up. Happy days. That's looking cool. I'm happy with that. That'd be quite exciting. I'd give that a go. I'd ride on that. What I'm going to do is I thought having like the 2 split level thing would be quite nice, but nah, we'll throw that one in there. It looks a bit nicer. How's this one doing? Oh, that seems very. That's like an 8.7. Could probably charge more for it, but a bit late in the game for that now. And I don't want to overcharge. Put a few more mechanics in. Let's keep things running smoothly. A few more handymen. Always need staff at the park grows. We'll get 20 of those bad boys, and they can go hunting the vomit. Okay, what do we need? 700 guests by the end of year 2. It's the 9th of October. We have 1,100 guests, well, 1,134. I wonder how high we can push it up in the end of that month. We have, what, 22 days to go? Let's see if we can get that up to 1,300. It's probably a bit of a push. Let's see how much money our rides are making us. Ooh, plenty. Bucking Broncos down a bit from like 16 to only 14, or just under 4. Cricket's doing alright, Splashdown. The train. Oh yeah, the train was the mine train. I was running out of ideas, but named it after a World War II movie I quite enjoy. It's black and white, but it seems quite fun. Oh, it's -20 for the balloon stand now. Balloon stands, from what I remember, never seem to make money, but these toilets, a couple of them are, which is unusual to have toilets making you money, but I like it. Even if it does make me seem like a bit of a scav. Some good, I say with some good thoughts here. The top one being running out of cash, feeling sick, not very good, but good value. Not going in boats while it's raining. Well, that's fair enough. I wouldn't want to row boats in the rain either. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. We're probably going to let it ride into the end now. There's not too much more I can do at this point, so I'll see you back in a moment. So that moment for you was literally a split second as I just cut and jumped a few days into the future. We are at the moment just trying to repay the loan. We're down to $3,000 now, from like $7,000 at the start of the month, so that's good. We're making lots of money. Look at that, ride tickets making us nearly $8,000 so far this month. Whoop, and there we are. We have completed that park. 1,230 guests. It's not the 1,300 maybe, but it's well over the 700 required. And with maximum 999 park rating, when we only did the 600 of that. Happy days. Well, we'll get that one onto the leaderboard. And that was good fun. Happy birthday, RollerCoaster Tycoon. 20 years old today. You could legally be drunk for 2 years in this country. I mean, I'm sure I mentioned that at the start, but well, who would have thought it? That was like my childhood relived. And you know how you always said you shouldn't meet your heroes and you shouldn't relive like your childhood and stuff, or some of those things. Well, completely wrong. I enjoy that game immensely. It's simple, it's concise, it's not too complicated, I love the games where they work on these grid patterns. It's just sort of works on such logicalness. I know there's better graphics games now. I know there's better quality games now. I say better quality. So it's better graphics mainly, more realistic. But there's something I've always said: the more realistic a game is, the less enjoyable it is. Well, my imagination has to sort of fill in a few of the blanks and stuff, and I can sort of cheat it through all the squares. But it works. I loved it. I think I'll be back again with another episode, and we'll do some more. Until then, see you then. Ciao.